Hi guys, so in this video I want to talk about 4 things that you really need to be self-disciplined on when you're in a nutritional balancing program. Now these 4 things I've found that if you're going to do anything, if you're struggling for time, if you're worrying about certain things, just make sure that these 4 aspects are taken care of throughout the day, and they'll really push you along with your healing. What I found is if you don't do these 4 aspects, it tends to take longer for you to heal. And a lot of the time you'll feel like you're going backwards, you feel like you're doing too many things at once. So as long as these 4 things are taken care of, generally you'll be feeling much better and you'll heal much quicker. So the first one's diet. You must follow the nutritional balancing program diet. You really need to stay away from all sugars no matter what. Even in restaurants, even when you're traveling, anything like that, if you slip away from your diet, you're going to find yourself going backwards. It's just not something you really want to be doing. Secondly is rest. Far too many people do not realise how much they have to rest on the program, and in general, as humans, we're not really made to be running around like most of the people do in the 21st century. And in order to heal, we really need to rest, even more so in the beginning than what we should naturally be doing. Now the trick is, even when you start to get your energy back, you need to be setting out times in the day for you to rest really thoroughly and deeply. A big problem is a lot of people get their energy back and they think that they can just waste it, and in a way they actually use the nutritional, or they try and use the nutritional balancing program, and they think they're going to become some superhuman, when in reality it just brings you back to what we're naturally designed to be and how we're naturally designed to live. So that's one aspect. It actually happened to me loads of times, to be honest. I started to get energy back on the program and I would instantly just use it all up. Partly because of my personality. I was the sympathetic dominant type, and I used to push myself and try and fit in, and what I would do is I would kind of use the nutritional balancing program to give me energy. I would waste it all pretty quick, and then I would be going backwards. So this is a trick that I really want to get across to people who are starting the program. When you start to get the energy, obviously use it for some good, but don't use all your energy up because you're going to start regretting it. So that's really important. Another one is not really talked about too much, and actually it's only been in the recent few years where I realised how important it is, and that is your ideas and the way you use sexual relationships and relationships in general. What I mean by this is a lot of people get brought up not really understanding what relationships are actually for. They get themselves into kind of loose relationships, they have loose sex, and it really seriously affects people much more than they can possibly imagine. STDs are actually much more common than I initially thought, and the biggest problem with sex in particular is not that it's a bad thing, but especially for men, you will not be able to heal very quick if you're ejaculating a lot. That's just something I've had to learn, something everyone's had to learn on the program, and I can guarantee you can be doing all the nutritional balancing program, but if you're ejaculating a lot, more than once every 2 weeks at the very minimum, you will be struggling to heal. Again, that's something that I've had to learn the hard way, and you know, it's just something to be aware of. The whole idea of relationships as well, you really need to be testing people these days, as just a lot of people just do not understand what relationships are. They get into them for the wrong reasons, and it causes a lot of problems for people. And the fourth one, this kind of wraps everything all together. What you need to be doing to be able to be very self-disciplined is to become very aware. And actually we think that this is the most important part of the program, to be honest, and it's the pushing down exercise. A lot of people don't do it for whatever reason. They find meditation to be boring or not needed, or you know, too airy-fairy. But what it does is it just allows you to become aware of everything. And especially when you're trying to get out of things like sympathetic dominance, and when you're trying to be more responsible and self-aware, you really need to be getting control of your mind. and your thoughts, and you really need to be pushing that ether energy into your body. It's not something that's kind of airy-fairy. It's a real thing. It's really healing, and you need to be bringing more of that energy down into your body. So that's the 4 things that you need to be really focusing on if you want to get far in a nutritional balancing program. If you're struggling for time, if you're struggling for energy, I know there's a lot to do on the program, but just try and get them 4 things in order in the day, and I can guarantee you'll heal much quicker. Alright guys, thanks for watching.